Hey.
Who's that?
Hi.
Hey,
Sorry, I snuck in.
my
Thought I'd
blue
make
light friend is back.
Our
He's
token
been missing.
Wetlander's back.
Yay!
I missed you.
I missed all of you.
What you been doing?
Working.
Oh,
Well, I like
Damn
last,
the man.
9
Last-
24-hour days.
yeah, basically. So last week I had to take a regular work day off to go for a hospital appointment, and so rather than have that just day off, my boss moved my work day to the Friday, meaning I couldn't do the show last week, and the week before I was just ill. I was struggling. And then I think the week before that we just didn't do a show. So it's been a month since I've done a show.
Yeah. We brought in a replacement because we thought you weren't coming. So
Oh, fair enough. All right, sweet.
he's
Well,
right next to you.
have
but
fun.
Guess you guys can just like.
I did bring a guest gift. I'm not. It's kind of, I guess, appropriate because it's
Aww.
Aw.
wonderfully painted rock
Aw.
from the local rocks of our hold here. So here you go.
Thank you. You honor us.
That is
Much
very, very
cheap.
sweet. Much cheap. That is it's hanging on the wall. My spears. 1 second. I gotta do round and round. There
Yay.
Excellent.
Yeah, I need to. As you can see, I'm not in my typical hold. I'm in Nix's hold, but little bitch is out at a concert,
you go.
which is stressing me
Bitch.
out. Like being responsible for a teenager who's at a concert.
You got this.
I just told her no hospital visits. She's like, "Yeah, I'm totally gonna mosh pit." I was like, "What?" Like,
Yeah,
I know
she
that's fine, but like, don't tell me that when I'm responsible for you. But anyway, so makeshift ramen rattle.
Nice.
Love it.
I don't have my ramen rattle, so I'll just go like that.
Love it. So,
Thank you for the guest gift.
yeah.
That's so sweet.
So what did you get up to without me then, ladies?
So much trouble.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, we got into costume one night. That was fun.
We did. Oh man, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we kind of looked off.
I mean, you
Those
always
two
do.
scared
so
me.
I can believe that.
Hmm
Yeah.
It's true.
I love Noma Garden. We can barely be responsible for ourselves.
True.
It's true.
It is true.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
And
a
then
question.
we chaosed and
We
predicted
predicted chaos.
future.
Oh yeah, Yeah, we have some interesting futures.
Yes.
Wow.
Amis,
Okay.
give us your foretelling.
I can't remember. I might have moved. Didn't I marry Lord Waremon? Are we?
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about him later? My husband.
We are.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's all in the
Yeah.
spreadsheet. It's in the spreadsheet.
Listen,
In the spreadsheet.
It's a different
Sometimes
spreadsheet.
when you're poly, you gotta just mix it up.
That's
all.
right. That's fine. I'll kill him in his sleep. It's fine.
That's fair.
Speaking of killing in our
Wow.
sleep, he who comes with the wine. Why don't you introduce yourself?
All right. Well, I'm he who comes with the wine, and as per my namesake, I do have a bottle with me.
Yeah, I was
Nice.
curious. What did you bring today?
Kind of funky. It's called Petite,
Mm.
and
Val and Luca's wine?
to it.
Is,
You know, we talk about Val and Luca. It's
Yeah.
is that the one you brought
This is
to
how
the
I
Gathering
choose
Madness?
wines, by the way. It's
By the labels?
It's all about the labeling.
Super
Mm.
valid.
That's
Good
all
choice.
it's about.
Is that the one
Um,
you brought to the Gathering Madness? The label.
That is, yeah. That's I went and got that one at the liquor store there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the same one.
I was gonna say the label
It was
is
good.
familiar.
It was good.
It was good.
I
Oh
got
yeah.
a little bottle of it.
We drank that wine while we were throwing axes.
Yes,
Sounds like a great
Nice.
combination. Yeah.
we did.
Totally
And-
safe.
Weapons and alcohol are like two of my favorite things. This is good.
We
They go
are ideal.
together, like love and marriage, right?
Exactly.
Marriage.
True.
Love it. All right. Are we doing Daily Veil first, or are we doing Fear the Spear first?
Daily Veil, don't you think?
Yeah. All
That's
right.
usually what we do.
It's short and sweet, right?
Yeah.
All right. Daily
I
Veil
don't know.
time.
There's been so much news.
Oh, it's been wild.
Spear brothers and sisters,
It is time to cover up your face.
for the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
All
I
right.
always have to take a breath after that piece.
It's very dramatic, isn't it?
It's so
It's very,
sexy.
very dramatic. So, first up, I love how I was like, "What's that noise?" I realized, oh, Mel is playing with the daggers. I feel like I need to. There we go. Play with my dagger as well. Look, I
Hey,
got like a
speaking of
month.
Michael and Kate, how about that?
Speaking of Michael and Kate.
Speaking of Michael and Kate, they have just narrated Wind and Truth, which is the 5th book in the
Stormlight
Stormlight
Archives.
Archive, and it has been has made the list of Audible's best of the year in the fantasy sci-fi
No.
category.
Best of the year. Period.
No,
Okay,
But
In the
Brandon
list.
Brandon literally says Audible's best of the year list in the fantasy sci-fi category.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's written on the screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
It
is.
was best of the year. Period. Damn it.
no,
Still good,
So-
though.
It is
Yeah.
still good.
I'm
I
curious.
was so excited because I thought it was best of the year. Period.
Is this now that I've looked at this, because I haven't had a chance to look at this prior, I just saw the link that we popped in and talked about it. Is this for the book or is this for the narration? I know it's with Audible, so I would think it's
The
the narration.
narration
right?
of the book.
For
The
the
audio
narration of the
book.
book. Okay, right, yeah. Just making sure I'm understanding that right, because Brandon's the way he's written that kind of implies that it's Wind and Truth and not the narration of Wind and Truth that's made the best
Yeah.
It is Brandon. Come on now.
book. Yeah, well, touche. But yeah, awesome for them because they are wonderful. I was literally talking with someone today about their voices and just listening to the storytelling and stuff. And yeah, so it's very, very cool stuff.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, he's talking to you. He's not talking to the. I thought Patrick Lightbody was greeting the wine bottle that he comes with the wine brought, but no. I think he was saying hello to you specifically. I'm
Oh,
Yes.
caught up.
You're there. You got it. You're okay.
Good.
Okay. Wait, someone's just trying to find it because I didn't have it preloaded. Here's the other bit. It's a Rosamund Pike filming production. So, share this. Here we go. So, Benedict Cumberbatch, Rosamund Pike, and Anthony Hopkins are to star in Guy Ritchie's Wife and Dog, which is described as a return to the backstabbing world of British aristocracy that Ritchie explored in the Gentleman film and TV show. And this is filming in February, is this? Am I right
February,
there?
yep.
That's what
And
they
then
said.
she's in that play in July, right? Or after July at some point. So she's got a lot going on.
I will definitely be
Yeah.
watching that. That sounds amazing.
Right? That's a good combo of people right there.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
a
yeah.
solid crew.
Uh-huh,
Mhm.
absolutely. So it's
Oh, man,
plot
we
details
better
are
get
currently
this
on-
get this show on the road because she needs to be at the promos, which, if we think she's starting in February to film, promos in
She has.
January?
So she was filming in South Africa, flew back for the BAFTAs for one day, did the whole glam gal BAFTAs, then the next day flew back to South Africa to continue filming. The woman is insane.
True. But I'm hoping that this will be easier if we just announce and do the promo packages all over the world.
But this is probably why she's not doing CCXP.
CCXP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CCXP.
right.
In a couple
Yeah.
of weekends because she's probably in the middle of a project. So
She is
but
a
also
busy lady.
She is busy.
giving
Yeah.
other people
They're due.
the credit that they deserve for being in the Wheel of Time.
So
Now,
this
this-
means that they're going to start filming season 4, I guess,
March.
after this filming's over, but before she does her play. So like June, right? No, April.
So we're expecting the play to come out in I think July, based on when it ends at the previous play at that theater ends. We'd probably expect it to come out
Okay, so she still has like
in July.
April and May, plenty
there
of
is-
time to film.
Yeah, you would
No.
think there'd be about 10 weeks of
Flashback.
like rehearsal and stuff prior to actually doing the show. I'm actually trying to read this
10
article to
weeks is
see.
a long.
Where is that, on the West
time.
End?
That's a long time.
It'll be it's in the UK.
West End? No?
No, not the West End of the UK. It's
Usually
one
like
of-
half that.
Yeah.
Half that time. 5 weeks.
Is it?
Max. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Sulan-
and she just
Sulan was
may
saying
not
10 to
be in
12 weeks, to be
season,
honest.
season 4. I mean, we don't know. We don't
She's
know.
a pro.
Bowlers.
She probably will just read the script one time, show up, and be like, "I got it, bitches." And
True. That is totally her.
I'm kind of with Amicia. I think like she won't be in season 4, so she doesn't need to be there for filming.
I think you're right. I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
something.
I also agree.
Yeah.
But I think she will. I think knowing her importance to the show, there will be some sort of
Flashbacks.
flashback situation happening.
Well, even if she's
Possible.
not in the show, I wonder if she'll still be an executive producer and then like want to go to some
Yeah,
of the
I would think
sets
so.
for maybe some of
Plus-
the more important filming pieces. Which
Plus,
which
didn't
then
they only have Sophia for like a week for season 2? And she still made a
she was in a lot of scenes,
she was in a lot of
like
stuff.
big
So-
scenes that
They can make
I
it
mean,
happen.
Yeah.
They know how to build around big personalities. So I'm
Yeah.
worried.
They do. This is true.
What do you think,
Uh,
Jamie?
I think
Yeah,
that
Jamie, what do you think?
she played her role perfectly in the first 2 seasons, which was a big name to bring it all in. And now as executive producer, she's still involved. She doesn't have to be as involved in the next few seasons, which would play to the crowd that screams that we should be more like the books, you know.
That's true.
So I think it's a nod to that, and I think it'll work. Flashbacks, like someone said there, is a great way to bring her in and keep her still relevant. So that way, I mean, we're full spoilers, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That way, when
Yeah.
she does, it's not like people have forgotten about her, especially with these 2-year season cycles that TV's kind of gone to. It's probably pretty easy to forget about a character if you don't see them for like 6 years.
Yeah.
It will be almost the same amount of time that we didn't see her as book readers. They're
Yeah.
just trying to make it feel real for everyone.
That's I feel that that's accurate. Yeah.
I agree. I think, didn't we hear maybe back in the day or just in general for TV shows, you see a lot of the main actors be executive producers, and that's a way to keep them involved for the length of time it takes to film season after season too. So
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll give her thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree. So, and I'll hunt down and see if we can get some, because this makes it interesting for me. If she's filming this in February, when does it wrap up in time for then a release? Because I've not predicted, sorry, but based on her play and then speaking to Sulan about how long, they warm up for plays and things like that and they rehearse, the timing sort of worked out for Wheel of Time season 3 and all the promotional materials with that to be kind of April, and then Kevin Angus is predicting April 10th, and I've decided that is just absolutely, I was like, I'm going all in on this. So I've been, for the past 30 days or so, been tweeting every day a countdown to April 10th, because that's when I'm predicting season 3 will come out. Like, it can't be that much sooner than beginning of April if you're doing a recording a TV show in February, even if you begin at the beginning of February, you know, to put out an entire season of even say 6 episodes for a season, you know, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, that's still really tight. Even if you start right at the beginning of February, you know, it's going to be the end of March before the TV show comes out. Yeah. If they're going to get to, I mean, she's not like she's doing a daily show like Donald did for Hadestown. So, you know, she could like do filming for Monday to Thursday and then do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday of promotional materials or whatever type thing. You know, they could block out a few days for that. But, you know,
I just hope she gives some time for herself, to her family, and to rest and self-care and do fun. Like, she loves everything she does, which I think is amazing. Like, her job is her vitality. That's one thing I love about her. Like, she's literally doing exactly what she wants to do. But also, give yourself time for something else, Rosamund.
No, I agree with you, Leigh-A. I think she's doing exactly what she loves, but I also think that she's the type of person that, like, yeah, hold on a second, I'm reading the script here real quick. Just
No, you know, I disagree. I think she's the opposite. I think she's one of those people who, when she is with you, she is giving you 100% of her attention all the time. She's not multitasking. If she's supposed to be with you, she's with you and not doing something else.
She probably builds multitasking time into her schedule.
Yeah, she strikes me as a person who's like one of those people who, like, when you're in the room with you, they give you all of their full attention, and it almost makes you uncomfortable because like you don't even have a moment to like take a breath where she's not like looking at you intensely.
Oh my God, I want to meet her so bad now.
Right? I mean, that's my assumption. But I don't know.
I like that actually, but I also think that in the back of her head, she's just like, just
probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's filing away every twitch, every blink, every eye movement of
very Ace Sedai of her
potential character choice in the future. Right.
That's definitely not
catalog.
Yeah, definitely not gonna worry me if I ever get to meet her. Yeah. Matthew is saying if they do a teaser of some kind in Brazil, because obviously CCXP is coming up, and Kevin Angus and I will be live streaming for that, by the way, folks. Whenever we find out that panel is, we're going to work out and then do a live stream during said panel, and hope to God that something is made public that we can share and talk about. We'll find out if that happens. Not that I have many, but I have tried to reach out to people I know in South America to see if anyone's going, and no one I know is going. Yeah.
But I didn't see any virtual tickets. Did you? On their site? I didn't see any, unfortunately.
No, but last year they kind of streamed like the main programming or something.
Did they?
Yeah. Like there was like
you didn't have to
I guess circular or something, wasn't it?
It was just like live YouTube thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, people would like come out to like this like set of seats in the middle of a section after they'd done their panels or whatever, and then they would just chat about stuff, wouldn't they? So yeah, hopefully there's something live drops. But sorry, the point of bringing that there, Matthew said that it can't be more than 90 days or so out. I don't think that's I think 90 days is too short even from CCXP. I don't think it's going to be, because 90 days from CCXP would be.
I love that we're just clowning that CCXP is where they're choosing to announce.
Yeah, well, CCXP is
a British
December.
And American produced.
So if it was 90 days from CCXP, it would mean that the show would come out in early February. Now, I wouldn't mind being completely wrong with my bet of April 10th, but you know.
We'll just have to see. I'm hoping we get a release date at CCXP, even if we get nothing else. That would be cool.
I would like a release date. So, all right. If you're watching this back,
it says coming soon.
Yes, it will say coming soon
at the end of the stage.
Every time.
That's December 7th, folks. That's December 7th. Stay tuned. Follow Rob, and he will let you know when he knows.
We don't know when the panel is. I genuinely reached out to people, and they're like, I can't say. I was like, well, that's
so. Like and subscribe here. Follow him on BlueSky.
It's true.
We are
where the news is at.
BlueSky.
Yeah.
BlueSky. Malkier.
I think that was all the big stuff, wasn't it?
I did throw in something at the end that I thought about, and I actually have it that I can show.
Okay. Yep.
So this is more of a self-promotion thing. But if you went to Malkier Con, I entered an item into the auction there, but there is a new auction that's come up that I'm actually donating the same item to. It is an auction for Trans Lifeline, and it is a chainmail bracelet. So it is a 4-in-1 Japanese link. I will be, I can customize it to your size. Oh, there's new bids on it. 7 bids now. That's $41. Sorry.
Tell us about Trans Life.
Trans Life is basically a organization that is run and operated by trans and queer people, and you can call into them if you have questions. You're not involving police, you're not involving any other of those types of entities. It's a very safe place. If you have any questions, concerns, they can get you any type of help you need, whether it's mental health, whether if you just need to talk through where you are in your place in life. If you don't feel safe, they are able to get you the resources to get you to a safe place. And again, like, it doesn't involve any of your local government. It sends you to places that are safe for you. So regardless of where you are in the United States, and this is a United States organization, it supports like run by and for trans people. So, and awesome. we're doing an auction to help keep this lifeline alive. So there's, I think you can see there's 126 items there. There's a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Yeah. So like right now I'm sending, this is mine. I will post it into the chat, but yeah. So Camille bought this item at Malkier Con, and I actually was able to personally size it to them. So, which I'm willing to do. So if you send me your wrist size, I will make sure that I tailor it to be perfectly sized to your wrist, because everybody's got different size wrists.
So true.
True.
And it also coincides with Trans Awareness Week too. Just so y'all know. If you didn't know, it's Trans Awareness Week right now. Sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
No, that's far more important than what I was going to say, so not a problem at all. I was going to be like, you didn't refresh the page layer. It's actually at $50, not 41. So,
yay!
Like when I clicked on the link to look at it, it said $50. So I was like, oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I love how squeeful your face is right now. It's very cute. All right. I think that might be enough of news. It might be time to put our guest through the paces. It might be time for Fear the Spear. Okay. How are you feeling, Wine?
Oh, sure.
Did you know about Fear the Spear?
I do not. I'm expecting something similar to Made in Kiss. I'm not sure how this is going to work out in this virtual environment, or I'm willing. Let's go. Let's do it.
Do it.
Okay.
I've got enough in me.
The first Fear the Spear question you have to tell us is your name, society, and clan.
Oh, all right. So, as in like my Aiel name?
You can make it up. We've had all sorts over the years.
Well, my name is He Who Comes with the One. I mean,
obviously.
It doesn't get much better than that. I mean, who wants to come with Dawn? That's ridiculous. Dawn comes every day, right? Wine, that's what brings the party together. That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
He brings me wine and I approve.
I'm of the kind of Bacchus.
Ooh, the Bacchus clan.
Yeah. So it's a little known but rowdy clan. And and our hold is the hold of kegs.
What was that?
The hold of kegs.
Oh, the hold of kegs.
Yes. Where we keep all the
Bacchus clan.
Casks is what we put wine in. Kegs is what we put beer in.
True.
Yeah, but we try to make sure we have a variety. We got casks, we got kegs, we got bottles.
Yeah.
You can put beer in casks too. So I mean,
This is true. Okay. Right. Well, now we know what to call you and where you're from. Let's get
Yes,
to know you a
and
little
your
better.
society is what you do? What's your society?
Buckets.
Society.
He said buckets. He said buckets.
A bucket?
Buckets.
Well,
The god of
what we'll
wine.
look at afterwards.
Okay. Let's bring up our magic spinny wheel.
do it.
Yes.
Okay. Which is going to help us
Our
pick
terrifying
our questions.
wheel. It's terrifying. Be scared.
Be
So
scared.
terrifying.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Mel, you're getting the first
okay.
question. That question is going to be
Number 8.
question 8. Okay.
And this is our new questions, right?
Yes.
Yes.
If you could only dance the spears with one enemy, would you want it to be Shadow Spawn or King Laman?
Shadow Spawn. 100%. I mean, especially if I could earn the title of Dreadbane, I'm for it.
Cool. Next question.
All right. There is such a thing as wrong answers, Wine, just to let you know that.
Especially for Shido.
Question. Yeah. Question 1. This is for you to ask Amis.
Besides Butt Rock, what is your favorite natural land formation?
Also, do you know what butt rock is?
What's that?
Do you know what butt rock actually is?
Have you seen our show?
I think you guys visited it during the previous Gathering Madness.
Yes,
over
we did.
Yeah,
Yes.
I recall.
He recalls.
I'm gonna go with Lake Titicaca.
Butt rock.
Sorry, did you just pick a body of water?
I did.
Not going well.
Not going well, no. But the water is held by the land. It's quite interesting.
All right. My
True.
question now. We're rolling through these questions. Question 7. All right. If you were a Trolloc, he who comes to the wine, what type of Trolloc would you be?
The horny kind. The ones with
Now that was your best answer.
A
yet.
goat Trolloc?
Yes, that's what I
There's-
meant to say.
Goat. All right. Goat
Okay.
Trolloc.
Goat Trolloc. Okay.
Goat
All right.
Trolloc.
Okay.
Body of water.
And
Wants to
yeah.
fight Shadow Spawn. Or King Law.
And Leigh, I love how we're getting connected questions now. Leigh, you get to ask question 2. That is.
If you were to take the 5th from your if we I'm sorry, not you. If we I can totally read. Dyslexia. Yay. If we were to take the 5th from your hold, what would you be saddest to lose?
Oh man. So I mean, of course, my books, Wheel of Time books. I took them all around the world with me. But a close second would be I've got these sculptures from Spain by from Sagradelos. I would hate to lose those. It took me a while to find the right ones that kind of meshed with my stuff I got going on here, and I'd be pretty pissed at you guys.
I would totally take those.
I bet you would.
And also the books. I would.
Yes.
Only
I know
you're
coming for the books.
Only
set
a
of
fifth
books.
of them, though.
Specifically,
Only if
you still
one.
get to
I would
choose,
take.
yeah.
I know exactly
One.
which fifth they would be.
How
I
many
mean,
sculptures do you have?
4.
So we would have to cut one. Sorry.
Mhm.
yeah.
You're
I mean,
Like,
I'm a token
break
wetlander,
one
so when
into
I take a
pieces.
5th of your books, I actually don't do it quite right, and I just take 20%
Oh.
of each book.
Ah,
That's what I do. Rather than 20% of your books, I take 20% of each book.
that actually kind of makes sense.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do it right, so
Yeah.
Jamie,
And,
really-
and in order to be fair, sometimes he takes the second fifth, and sometimes he takes the third fifth of the book.
Man, that could be really bad.
Yeah.
There is
I have a spinny wheel with 1 to 5 on it, and for each book I spin it and I take that 5th. So, you know.
We're gonna have a hell of a job out of it because we have a lot of kids' books here too. So
did you know Rob carries a spinny wheel wherever he goes?
I will explain. Oh, well,
life needs more spinny wheels, okay?
Tattooed on his
I'm
belly
gonna have
button.
Jamie explain, because he and I were trash talking a little bit ago. Jamie, explain the one set of books that I'm gonna take to you and why it's fucking mine.
So what was it? A few years ago? Was it a few years ago?
Last year.
No,
it was fucking last year. Yes,
it was like forever ago.
It was 11 months ago.
So are you ready for another loss here in about a month?
Jesus, I hate you.
So 11 months ago, for those who are counting out of I won the silent auction for
the overall prize,
the Lightweaver Foundation last year during What a Holiday, and I won some very beautiful books, the Brander Sanderson collection there from I forget who made them, but they're gorgeous. I did make a little video when I unboxed
bound,
and I haven't stopped hearing about it ever since. Someone got beat out for them, so I mean, no.
I mean, here's the kicker. You say, like, you know, you might beat her again. I think last year was just a perfect storm of things coming together for people giving us stuff, because I know we're a few weeks out still, or a couple weeks out, but we still don't have anything like that happening this year. Like last year was just like a perfect storm of people being generous and sharing things. So yeah.
Whatever Leigh-A might be interested in,
we
try to help. So you just have to find whatever that is. And
so in which case you need to donate those books back in, and then you can bid back on them.
So true.
Yeah.
I hate all of you right now. I hate all
okay. Now we know you a little bit more ideally. Now we have some particular questions for you. So, Amis, do you want to kick it off? Did you have a particular one you wanted to ask from the list?
I will ask whichever one you throw up on the screen.
All right, let's go with this one.
Yeah, don't actually throw up on the screen, though, because that'd be gross. All right, he who comes with the wine. If you could have one type of wine for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Rioja.
Very important question.
Rioja wine from Spain. 100%.
Oh, Rioja.
Ooh.
Yeah, I first of all, I love, of course, the flavors of Rioja. It's great, but I also have been to Rioja, and it just brings back a lot of memories for me. The beautiful landscapes, the water that it comes from, everything is Rioja. That's what it is for me. 100%.
Delicious.
That's a good one.
Now, are you from Spain? Am I getting that?
My wife's from Spain, so I get to go over there often enough to visit family, and we've gone all the way around Spain, coast to coast, because her father lives on the coast, her mother lives on the
go
west.
next September and then like add on a trip to Prague at the same time.
Yeah,
and I hear there's a convention there for people who like Wheel of Time. So
you know, the problem is that's actually when school starts as well.
Yeah.
So...
Well, what you do is you take the kids and the wife to Spain and then send them home for school, and you go to Prague.
That's an idea. You know, I'm going to pitch that.
Yeah.
See how far you make it with that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Okay.
There's nothing more fun than taking your kids home by yourself after you're exhausted after a long vacation. That's the best.
I'm sure that would work out very well. I mean, either that or what you do is you just leave the kids with the grandparents, and you and the wife go have like an amazing time, and the grandparents deal with the kids.
Oh, that's definitely happened already every time we've gone over
there. I love it. Okay. Mel, what question would you like to ask?
I don't know.
You don't know. All right. I think
you pick for me.
I think this would be a good question for you to ask.
Which country in the Wheel of Time would you serve? As a soldier, I
Aldea.
Yes. Aldea?
Aldea.
So it's Aldea? Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to The dancing.
And peppers.
And fans.
Fans.
Yes.
So he who wants to learn the dance of the he who wants to learn the Sasara. That's your new nickname.
Well, no. I
wants to
wanna learn
see
it.
the Sasara.
I want to be present.
Watch it.
See the Sasara.
He likes to watch.
So,
And there has to be, you know what? There has to be like the male version of that, doesn't there? There is something. It has to be.
I would
You can
think.
make
I
it
would
up.
think in
Every
Saldea there
is
should
nothing
be.
if it's
right?
not about balance. So I guarantee there's something behind closed doors.
Tired.
well,
I
especially
can see
in
Bashir pulling something out.
It's probably called like the hokey pokey or something.
especially in Saldea though, because there is such like an evenality between like the wives are like, I'm coming to war with you and
Yep.
I'm ready to back you up if you fall. Where there'll be that like, okay, I just did the Sasara, your turn,
Yep.
go.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably called the like papara or something.
Dadara. Babara.
Dadira.
I think Winner's Lady has it right.
Can we
I
do
wanna
a,
see
can
what
we
the
do
Southern
a
farm
poll?
girls are
Can
all
we do a
about.
poll for Sasara, Papara, Dadara?
Am I doing a poll for this?
What-
All right, give me a second. I'm not logged into the YouTube. Give me a moment while I go over. All right, Leigh-A, what question do you want?
Well, you know my first one.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. Here is your. Yeah. There we go.
No, that is not the first one.
It is now.
It's already up.
No, that is not the first
Leigh,
What was it? You have the power. Go do it. While I do this poll.
God damn it. I have to get into... Hold on. I'm in the wrong...
I mean, what are our poll choices? The Dadaras and the Dadara?
Papara, Sasara,
Papara?
Right.
Alright, wine. Why is the name better than the Marine Corps?
I have an easy answer to that, actually, Leigh-A. You guys give the best rides.
We do. That is actually true.
Right. So we had Dadara, Papara.
Don't
No, but
fall
for
on my
real,
face,
these.
Sarah.
Say that one again. Sorry.
I said, don't fall on my face, Sarah.
That's a good one. But for realsies, if you haven't noticed, like, if you've been tuning the show for like a hot minute, you'll know that I was in the Navy and Jamie is in the Marine Corps, because once you're a Marine, you are always a Marine, regardless of whether you are actively serving. That's one thing we love to shit talk each other about is, the Navy's a ride for the Marines, whatever. We like to trash talk each other. But the real question is, what is one skill you learned in the military that you use most in civilian life?
I mean, that's an easy answer for me. When I enlisted, I at first wanted to be either like every young dude probably. I wanted to be either infantry, shooting at stuff, EOD, blowing stuff up, or I forget which one was the EODs.
EOD blows shit up.
CVs or something. I forget which one it was, but my recruiter basically said
CVs build shit, but that's Navy. That's not Marine
it was
Corps.
for the Navy, but basically the Marine Corps has its version too, like engineers or stuff.
Military engineers, yeah.
I was told no. So I said, all right, fine, just put me in whatever. And I ended up in air traffic control. I thought, until I went to the school, I didn't know what I was going to be doing. The drill instructors thought I was going to be like waving planes around like this. And that's what I thought I was going to be doing until I got to the schoolhouse.
That's what Navy does.
Yeah. It was super rigorous. I've been doing it ever since I was 18. It's got like an 80% fail rate out of the academy. And
wow.
It's taken me lots of different places. It's taken me around the world.
Well, explain what it is.
So I work in an air traffic control tower. I clear aircraft for landing and takeoff, and to do pattern work and ship them over to departure control. I've worked in radar facilities. I've worked in center facilities. So basically, anytime you're in an airplane, you're talking to someone like me, and we're telling the pilots what to do, where to go, and how to get you from here to there. It's super complicated, and yet super simple. We say the same 10, 15 phrases over and over and over and over again, while we're doing real-time physics in our heads and making lots of planes land on just 1 mile length of runway. So that is the skill that I learned in the Marine Corps, and it's carried me through my entire life so far.
Badass job.
I started out in North Carolina with the Marine Corps. Then I went overseas as a contractor, and while I was overseas, I got to see that entire half of the world. It was great. And now that I'm back home in the New York metropolitan area, I get to work the most complicated airspace on the planet and some of the busiest stuff around here, and I love it. And yes, we do often quote airplane.
I love that.
It's actually kind of a running joke for us that nobody gets it right, and yet everybody gets it right, because we're always just... You got to relieve the stress somehow, and we're constantly joking.
Yeah. My understanding is that's a really high stress job.
Yeah. I
think it's like one of the most high stress jobs rated.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and it's the thing is that it's moments of once you know what you're doing, it's lots of dull, repetitive stuff followed by moments of sheer panic. It's the sheer panic that you have to be able to deal with. And it's funny, once we started like wearing smartwatches, you could actually pinpoint it. Like your heartbeat's like 60, 60, 60, 60, 160, 60, 60, 60, 60. Oh, that was what that guy did. That stupid thing.
Now you just make me think of the meme when it's like bus drivers seeing each other and they're like, hi. Airplane pilots seeing each other and it's like,
yeah, if you can see the white eyes, it's not good.
So, kudos to you, sir. All right, well, hopefully not too tough a question to round it out. You got a little preview earlier. I'm going to ask you, who is better, Andrew or Josh, and why?
Between the Bijan Mahale and the Soravan Mahale, I choose the poison checker Mahale.
Morshadi.
That's a good choice. That's
not Morshadi.
No, Morshadi's fact checking Mahale. Sorry, yeah.
Fact checking.
Yeah, poison. Yeah.
Oh, so you're choosing Eamon.
Yeah.
Josh's brother.
My fellow Marine.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, Wolf Brother. Woo! All right, folks, let's end the poll now. 50% of you reckon the name of the dance is Don't Fall on My Face for Sarah. With 25% picking Papara, 15% saying Dadara, and 10% the Sadada.
Nice.
All right.
Love
Ladies,
it.
has he passed Fear the Spear?
I mean, it was rough going to get us started, but I think once he said he'd miss his books, I think that was
the books was the turning point.
That was the turning point for me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, let us correct you that you always want to kill King Layman over Shadowspawn. Always. Your favorite landmark was water, and you're in a Leigh-A themed show, so like. Scary.
100%.
Terrifying.
And then the appropriate Trolloc to want to be is Bird Trolloc. Sky Sex Trolloc. So, yeah.
All right, well,
we said goat.
Rob, what does chat think? Like, because we have our opinions, but the important
I mean, technically, I didn't say the goat Trolloc or the bird Trolloc.
You agreed.
You said the horny one.
I said goat. You said yes.
We have the horny Trolloc.
Visual of the Trollocs. They are all horny.
Or is it the ones that want to just have sex all the time?
They don't. It's canon that they prefer to eat.
No, but
they prefer to eat the humans.
Maybe fourth age Trollocs just want to have sex as opposed to eat all the time.
Trollocs just want to have
That's my hope for Trolloc kind, is that the fourth age, they just fuck all the time.
That, I
Would that be
like
wrong
that.
if we brought a little love
Yeah.
The worlds of Trollocs.
So they're
They
not
didn't have
murder
anything to
hobos.
fight.
They're just like, can we have consensual sex with a lot of like? They're having orgies all the fucking time. Like, okay, you want to go Trolloc? Cool.
I mean,
There's the
Luz
Trolloc.
Jr. has kind of
Can
the
I
point.
watch it?
Maybe an ATC is kind of sick of seeing Trolloc like birds. You know, like
So
birds are not his favorite thing to see all the time. So you know, maybe.
They make life complicated.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, if we don't kill them all, I mean, then they can have their Trolloc orgies.
So before we switch topics and but before we butt rock, I do also want to point out that He Who Comes With Wine was a participant in a First Sister ceremony, and his daughter is actually in chat.
Yes.
So
Wait,
yeah. So at WotCon we had a First Sister ceremony. Winter's Lady and her BFF wanted to become actual First Sisters, and He Who Comes With the Wine is close with Winter's Lady, and she asked him to be her parent. And
Aww.
yeah, so he performed that part in the ceremony.
That's lovely.
Awesome.
It was very cool. I've actually.
I guess you passed Fear the Spear now.
Hey.
That's
Well,
not part of Spear the Spear. That is
yeah.
independent.
You overwhelmingly got a yes from chat as well. So
Excellent.
why did we have to mention this?
Follies are so nice.
Because
Nice.
it's important. Like that's an important thing in you guys' life, and it was like
It was great. I loved participating in that. I love the idea of it. I loved everything about it, and I'm so happy and proud to be associated with her and her first sister. It's beautiful. I love it.
Agreed.
And I can forever call her daughter.
Aw.
That's
I love
awesome.
that. Well,
I
like,
love
it's
that.
like, and I've performed multiple ceremonies, and like the parents have all kept like in contact with their kids in that way, and that's one thing I really enjoy and love. So like that because they choose each other, and
That's awesome.
so if you go to one of the cons and you want to fit, but make sure it's important, and you choose the important people. So, anyways,
Chosen family.
Yep.
Cheers
Yep.
to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Also that. Yes. Cheers.
All right, Leigh-A, I think it's
Oh, God.
your turn to take over now. Let me know. I have the power of the presentation ready to go. Let me know when you need it. But take it away, Leigh-A. Tell us what our main topic is for today's show.
Well, here in the U.S. on Monday, it was Monday, right? Well, on Monday we took the day off. It was Veterans Day.
Sure.
It was also that here as well on Monday.
It was actually the day, because I think it's November 11th usually, and then we just like take the Monday or the Friday. But anyways, yeah. So Veterans Day, and in the U.S., this is a day that we take time to look at the people in our community who are veterans, like me and Jamie, which is one of the reasons we invited Jamie on, even though he's a Marine. Rude. And just say thank you for your service. We appreciate the fact that you were there, and also, even though they're not veterans, take a time to appreciate the people who are still serving, whether they're CONUS, continental US, or OCONUS, outside the continental US. And just give a nice little cheers, thank you. We're barbecuing in your honor and your memory. So what we decided to do was, and this is totally not my idea, but I fucking love it, is like, this is totally...
It was Rob's idea.
Oh, no, it was it Bane and Chiad's idea?
It was,
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Actually,
It was
Shelley.
no,
Shelley, sorry.
it was Carly's idea. It was
Carly's
Carly's idea.
It was
Carly,
Carly's
yeah.
idea.
No, I'm 100% certain this was Tigrane's idea.
Oh, I mean, oh shit, yeah. It's been a while since the Grain had an idea, so I suppose we should.
We should give her credit.
Yeah.
And she is the OG veteran. So thank you to Grain. And what we decided to do is do an NPC, so non-playing character RPG role-playing game stats for Wheel of Time book. Remember books. Book characters, full spoilers. And so that's what we're gonna fucking do tonight.
That are soldiers.
They're soldiers. Yes, soldiers. People who are soldiers. And Jamie has thoughts on the people we chose. Even though I sent him the PowerPoint and all the names on Tuesday.
Bitching her out in the pre-show, let me tell you.
He only decided today to start sassing me, fucking Marine Corps style. So already.
He was saving it.
I will reserve my thoughts for later on.
No, the whole point is for you to share them out loud.
Well,
live on YouTube.
We'll get there.
So I really wanted to open with this quote. I know it's not a Wheel of Time quote, but I just read Trust, or just re-listened to Trust, and this really stuck with me. And I'm sure there's a quote in Wheel of Time that's something like this, but if you want to create a hero, don't give them something to fight for, give them someone to fight for. And that just resonated with me. And I know that this is something that is commonly used. It's like, oh, military people are heroes. And it's not that we're fighting for our country. It's not, we are fighting for our country, but we're fighting for the person who stands beside us. And we're continually working, continually striving through strenuous situations for the person who are beside us. And being the military fucking sucks. It's not the best of jobs, but we love it. We're dedicated, and it's like there is a sense of patriotism, but it is more than that. It is like I when I got out of the military, my guys continually came to me. He's like, "You're the only person who fights for us." There's a whole story that I have. I'll tell you guys offline. But like they made me cry because I was leaving and like leaving them, and because I wanted to continually fight for them. Anyways. We can go to the next slide. Oh, unless Jamie, you have thoughts. So again, Jamie is the other military person.
No, yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, for me, it was some of the best years that I spent, and the friendships that I made. I've maintained longer than any others. Were my military friendships. One of them, he's godfather to my kids. I'm godfather to his kids. You know, we see each other every Christmas, even though we're 3 states away from each other. We make that effort to keep our families tight. And there's some pretty good stuff that I went through there. It's great.
Bad stuff and good stuff.
Yeah.
Love that.
Bad stuff makes for a good laugh sometimes.
Okay, next slide.
So, since we're doing this RPG style, you're going to see acronyms, and I just kind of wanted to go through some things. This is a complete word soup, and so I'll try to go through it really quickly. So honor HR is living by principles and having integrity. So you embody this and you go through. So remember, as we're giving rankings to this, like what level of honor do you think that they have? Courage, CG, is the mental, physical, and moral strength to do what you believe is right regardless of the situation. Commitment is a feeling, value, and action to a cause. It's your dedication to it. Sacrifice, FF, is the act of giving up for something greater. And I would like to point out that sacrifice does not mean your life. Some people do die for their causes. That is great. But sacrifice can mean so many other things. It's your family. It's your time. It's what you give up on a daily basis. So the term sacrifice, I think, these days is completely misconstrued. So let's tonight try to redefine sacrifice. Fraternity. It is I'm gonna let you guys read this, but I'm going to tell a very quick story. So I met Jamie as we were in an airport going to the Gathering Madness. We had a beer. Actually, he was running late, and we were just like scrambling. We got a beer really quickly, then got on the plane. Seats were not even next to each other. Got off the plane, met Josh's brother, who's also a fucking Marine. So it was me, a Navy gal, and 2 Marines. And we immediately all just started shit-talking each other. So it was this immediate fraternity that a lot of military people have, this friendship, this bond. And what Jamie described earlier, it like the family connection that you have with people. So that is fraternity. Then we get to some of the more, so the less squishy stuff. Tactical acumen. So it's the ability to apply strategy and military theories to a given situation and being able to ensure your forces excel over other forces. And then weapons proficiency. This one's kind of easy. Are you good with what you fucking shoot or stab with? So, Jamie, any thoughts on the?
He's not currently in his seat.
He is not.
I'm back.
Sorry, put you on the spot. I was reading the thing.
My thoughts on the categories. Yeah, I think they're all encompassing. I think we're gonna get some really interesting takes. I've got some interesting takes on some of this. So I'm curious to see where we go. And I love the idea that we're just making up the ratings. So I'm with it.
Yeah, for sure. We are very good at that.
Mel, you're a big RPGer, so will you explain the kind of stats rating ish that we're going with? Because we're gonna threefold talk it, but let's give up like kind of a boundary.
Oh, a boundary?
Yeah.
So in like a typical D&D game, like the absolute maximum a player could get is a 20. So that's like the highest, right? And then the lowest you could have, unless something really terrible is going on, is like you could have like a negative.
But these are plus or minus those 2 particular stats.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay, so why don't you tell them?
Well, I mean, we could go through -20 to +20. It's like whatever we think. Like, because again, it's fucking threefold talk. We do what the fuck we want.
What if they are really good and we're like 200?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If somebody thinks that someone's particular fraternity, I could think of one that I would be like, okay, the sense of unity and kinship between for this particular person would be like super extra high. Then, I would not be opposed to using very large numbers. I'm a Shido, so I can only count to 3.
What are like, if you're a normal person, what do you think our boundaries are going to be?
If I'm a normal person, or if they were a normal type soldier?
Yeah.
I think let's do 0 to 20. That's our
0
normal
to 20
boundary.
for normal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Or -20 if you're bad.
No. You said normal. 0 to 20 is normal.
Yeah, so we're only going in the positives.
Yeah.
Cool. We really fucking suck. You're a 0.
Yeah.
If you're like the worst of the worst of the worst, you're a 0.
And are we having chat call out their votes as well for the ratings as well?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Jack, get involved. All right, so we're doing 0. Like, if you like are the fucking worst of the worst, you do the drags to the drags.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yes. Those are our very solid and complete boundaries that no one shall
Never cross.
penetrate.
Okay. First up, Tall Mayonnaise himself.
Do you actually call him Tall Mayonnaise?
No.
No, but Alan does.
All right, so Talmanes. He is from Kyrian. He is currently in the Band of the Red Hand. He's a senior officer in the Band of the Red Hand. His men are the first banner of horse and call themselves Talmanes' Thunderbolts. Talmanes is considered to be second in command to Matrim Cawthon. As such, Talmanes will assume command of the band in the events of mass incapacitation. So,
I'm sorry. I just want to point out, when you said they call themselves Talmanes' Thunderbolts, for some reason I just got the Thundercats theme tune in my head, and now I want an image of Talmanes leading a whole bunch of guys on horseback, and it's going, thunder, 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 thunderbolts.
I love it. I want it.
By the power of Max Luck. You know?
I want it. I want it. I want him to ride a tiger.
Yeah.
I want it to happen.
All right, so we don't have to go in any particular order, but we've got a lot of categories to get through. So we all love mayonnaise, man.
We do. Love him. I think he definitely gets a 20 in commitment, for sure. That's he's committed.
Okay.
He does not give up. He just keeps going. Oh, I'm hurt.
Energizer bunny.
He is. He's quiet, but effective.
I mean, he took hits from the fades, and he got back up and said, "Well, guess I'm gonna die. Let's move along now."
Yeah, just keep going.
About this, and trudge on. I loved it.
Same.
All right, so 20 for commitment.
Do you think he is principled and acts with integrity? I think it depends on your definition, on how you define those words, right?
We have to admit one thing here, Leigh-A. I think you're gonna have to come over here with me on this one. Is that not a single one of us would ever be a straight 20 there?
No.
Everyone's got a bit of scoundrel in them somewhere.
Yeah. I've had a few scoundrels in me.
He's kind of snobby sometimes, so his fraternity might be a little bit lower than some others. He's a lord.
No, but I think his sense of unity to the band is like he's almost more dedicated to the band than Matt is.
I would give him above a 20 on fraternity.
I want to give him like a 472.
Well, hold on a second.
Whoa.
Hold on a second.
9 at most. Come on.
His commitment to the band is contrary to his commitment to Karhien.
No, it's not. Not in the later
books. He abandoned all of his Karhien attachments and said, "I'm going with Matt." I don't know.
Yeah. Well, but also
Rand takes Kyrian, so it's okay.
Right. And also, I will say that he realized that Kyrian was complete shit, and he was one of the guys that rode out from Kyrian.
Yeah.
And returned. And then so his commitment was solid. And then he found Matt and he's just like, actually, you're doing the things that are necessary and important. and I align myself to you, and that's okay. So like, so you don't have to be so blindly, because I do understand commitment, but you don't have to be blindly committed. That you could go ahead, Mel.
I think that he couldn't help being born Kyrianan, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a choice in that matter. So potentially for Talmanes, and I think this was very clear, that his allegiance, once he was able to make a decision about his allegiance was to the light, not necessarily to Kyrian. And he thought being in the Kyrian military would help him protect the light, but he found a better way to do that. I think that's where that led him to make a choice to be where he could more effectively defend and protect the thing that he really cares about.
Except that he's a lord.
Again, not his choice.
And he actually starts overcoming his lord tendencies.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a while, is all I'm saying. That's why I wasn't giving him a full 20.
The initial motivations are based on the idea that he's a lord. It's almost compulsory. Like you're going to raise, an army and come when called upon. That's kind of what one of the responsibilities of a lord is. So, I mean, he's technically not doing it for the light. He's doing it because someone told him to. Like,
because Matt saves his life, right?
Okay, so
in the end, I agree that in the end he is for the light, like 100%. Like his motivations are pure, but in the beginning, much.
Jamie, I'm gonna pull up the conversation that you're gonna shit talk. So the call to be an officer, is unique, and in his situation, being a lord, and we've got a couple of other lords here, like Lord Weirman, where it is just one of your like situational things that you do is you're a officer in the military. I feel like Talmanes takes that to a different level. Like he feels this moral, and I think this goes to his moral commitment and his, like, not just like his commitment, but also his sacrifice in his fraternity. I think these are all interconnected for him, is that he feels all of these three things bringing together to make him be like, hey, Matt is doing this crazy thing. Matt has tactical acumen, so which is one of her things. We're not judging Matt, but Matt is like a 5,000, like 3,000 times 100. Infinity tactical acumen.
That's still 3,000.
Yeah, thank you. So Matt's good at what he fucking does, but also Matt has the fraternity, Matt has the commitment, Matt has the courage, the honor, and light comes to like in the situation. And these are all things that Talmanes has, is the sacrifice, the commitment, the courage. He forgoes all the, actually, I think sacrifice Talmanes is probably mediocre on, because he's not really interested in partners. I think Talmanes might be asexual, because he's like, yeah, whatever, you keep trying to hook me up with people and I'm just not. But like leaving his home country is not a sacrifice. And he doesn't feel that sacrifice, because I think he's just so committed to. So I think his commitment is high, his sacrifice is low, but that's not a bad thing. because he just believes in what he's doing. Like he's Dreadbane. He's like, you know what? Stab me a couple times, keep stabbing me more. So
Thank you. Correct.
All right, let's put some numbers down then.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You're talking about sacrifice, so pick a number.
Right.
7.
I was staying in the boundaries, so I chose 20. I could have chose really high for commitment.
Is chat saying anything? Because I'm
not numbers.
They gave him 20s across the board
across
earlier.
the board, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, all right,
20s across the board. 20s.
I don't think he's 20s across the board,
No
but he's
way.
really good in a lot of things.
20s across the board from two
even
different.
8 sacrifice. Fight me.
I would give him something decent on weapon proficiency because he handles the dragons and
And
shit
tactical.
pretty well. Yeah. And
He's
tactical.
a double Dreadbane. He's a 20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Double
He-
Dreadbane. Love
Double
it.
Or give him
Dreadbane.
a 20 then, that's fine. I'm
Really?
fine with that.
Okay.
His tactical
acumen.
acumen is good too. So
Yeah, like I wouldn't give him a 20 on that, but I'd give him something decent to be honest.
yeah.
Like a,
Yeah.
Well, because he has to wait for Matt to like actually do. So I'd
Yeah.
say he's like a 16.
I
Yeah,
think he learns a
that's-
lot
that's
from. I think he learns a lot from Matt.
Yeah.
Hey, wasn't he drunk the first time when he got his life saved or something like that?
I mean, he was drunk a lot.
That's
true,
where his
he was.
fraternity gets a bump up.
I suppose. Yeah, true.
That's the
Even
thing.
though he
The
doesn't-
band fraternity is super, super high. Like
It is.
Plus,
In the beginning.
we're staying in the realm. It's like
All right, so
Essential
all right.
wingman.
Fraternity is all right, 18. All right. Courage.
I think his courage is high. 20. I give him a 20 for courage. He's not afraid.
And
And
honor.
I don't. I think he's. Yeah, I don't think he hits the 20. I'm with.
Yeah,
I'm with.
I agree. All right,
Fine
that is done.
here.
Moving on.
Done.
Done.
Moving on.
Boom. Uno.
Oh,
All right.
Aw.
Also,
I want to point out
actually-
something here too.
One thing I want to do is I did give photo credit to this. So this is 90 Valmure on Tumblr. This is the dichotomy between criminal Matt and Tomnace, and it's adorable. I fucking love it. So this photo cred goes to the photographer from Malkier.
Yeah. Laura.
Yay.
We
Laura's
could have
awesome.
Namaste without Guy Roberts, but we
Yeah.
love Nils blowing the fucking horn.
Yeah, so
Love it.
I've actually got this full screen. I really want to put up for a second. So this came
Do
from the
it.
meet and greet, and Nils had a friend who built the 3D model of the horn from the 2D images on the show, and then Nils printed it and painted it for us to have a horn at the convention. And yeah, he paid for a photo with Guy, and that's him summoning Guy with the horn, and it's just brilliant. And
So
yeah, I just love it. That is what I have right here. I know you can't see me very well on the screen at the moment, folks, but yeah, this is the actual horn of the Leigh here.
It
So-
is. Don't
awesome.
careful with that. Careful.
Yeah.
It makes the like squeaky fart sound.
That's because the heroes hear it in a slowed down way because they slow down time. So
That's right. That's right. That's totally true.
I want the outtakes to be like him blowing the horn
Anyways.
in real speed.
So
And it's
Unpopular
so-
opinion: I love the TV show horn more than the French horn.
yes.
Putting it out there.
I don't love the French horn.
Okay, so tactical, I think Uno scores quite low.
can I
I'm
introduce
curious.
Uno? Well, I guess I don't need to, but
No, you don't
I'm
need
going
to.
I'm
We
going
can all
to.
read it.
I'm going
All right.
to. So Uno's from Shinar. He just served in miscellaneous armies throughout the entire books. He likes to cuss a lot, missing a fucking eye, and finds it very difficult to not cuss in front of people who tell him not to. But he does a lot of other things. So take it away.
Hold on.
group.
Hold on. Can I interject here, Rob? I
Go
want to
for it.
point out that Uno, despite his incredible popularity with the fandom, was a last minute addition, my people, if you can believe it, because Leigh-A, the officer here, only included lords and generals and officers in this list, while Uno is the quintessential shit kicker that rides with the troops and does the job. He is the enlisted representation of this list.
And this is where, as the officer, I'm going to pass it off and say this is Mel's list.
In my defense, we wanted to talk about people who were commanders in the armies, but not the captains, the great captains. Yeah. That was the original conversation that led to the list that was created. Like
we did talk about
not
hey,
great captains.
We should add more.
No, I hold you at no fault here.
Oh,
yeah. That's where it came from.
Okay, points, people, points.
Okay, points.
We got like 15. We got like
honor
10 minutes.
Is definitely high. Honor is
20.
20 done.
Number 20. Courage.
20.
Fucking
pretty damn.
20 also.
20.
Yes. Commitment. Yeah.
Pretty damn committed.
20.
I give him a 20 as well.
Are we doing show Uno or book?
No, we're doing book.
It's all book. It's all book.
Uno?
Sacrifice not quite as high as in the book.
I think it's as high, right?
I mean, as
it's kind of his life. It's the only life that they know, right? In Shinar, so it doesn't feel like a sacrifice to live the life that they're expected to, right?
Yeah.
But it is still a sacrifice. Well, actually,
but he's not a 20. That's all.
It's a thing, but he also didn't have a family, so let's drop it down to an 8.
Ooh.
Wow.
Sure.
Okay.
Wow. Fraternity.
Definitely good with the fraternity.
He's very dedicated, and not just to his school.
What are you doing, Leigh-A?
I don't know.
Oh my god! Can you see what you're typing?
I can. It's just not. It's not typing as fast as I want it to.
2 dot.
25. Fraternity is 25.
Okay, right.
Tactical,
I also wouldn't put him that high, to be honest. Like, he's not going to be. I'm not saying he doesn't have any tactical ability. I'm just saying he's not like a 20 sort of thing.
Yeah,
well,
like
hold on a second.
Was he commanding?
You have to take that into consideration with his rank.
I
mean, he's a sergeant major, and if you notice, when who's the general of the Queen's armies? Like it's what is his name?
Birgitta?
Gareth Bryn. What does he do? He immediately goes to Uno and says, you're training everybody so that way they know what to do and where to do it. So
you're training them as cavalry, not training them in tactics. He's training them in maneuvers.
No, but that's what his job is. That's the thing. It's like saying a weaver isn't a good job. It isn't a master weaver because he didn't design the clothing. No, he's still a master weaver.
And this is where Jamie and I completely agree is like the layman soldier is not going to have a lot of they're going to the higher they are in their rank, they're going to have situational tactical acumen. So if a sergeant is bringing his squad into a situation, he's going to have tactical acumen for that. An ensign like me, when I come in, like I'm a dummy. I'm not commanding a battlefield. I'm just like I've got people who work for me, and I'm not even allowed to drive a ship yet.
So
and who does she look to? She looks to
are we then not giving that distinction to weapon proficiency? I feel like weapon proficiency and the ability to pass on the skills could be wrapped into that.
Well, and that's where, like, when we get to Pedro Nial, I mean, at his point in his career, his weapons proficiency is here. You know?
His weapon proficiency is very high. Like, Robin too.
I'm not sure.
Yep.
Fitting. Uno gets Uno.
Next.
Moving on.
Next. Thank you. This was my wife. That's right. Thank you.
We are gonna screenshot that and send it to your BFF and let him know this is what you think of him.
Hey, it came from chat, okay? So,
Wait, that's what chat said?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
String flame.
that came from chat.
Should Uno
That's
get
just
ones across the board?
Okay, you know
String
what?
flame hit it on the nose.
Because of Uno's. Yeah.
Goldie Guy Roberts is gonna see you. We will.
All right, Tylee.
Tylee.
So I will say, there is actually no art for Tylee. So I basically Googled something, and I think this is actually AI, but this guy had a page with a lot of fucking art on it. So I gave like the Tensor art. I don't know if that's an AI art thing. Anyways, but this bitch, she is from the other victorious army. Shan-Chan, obviously, Mel's favorite thing. And
My favorite. I'm so glad he was part of
she's
this.
a loyal soldier to the Shan-Chan, was there a lot of times with Perrin, was the one that brought the trolley head back to Tuon, soon to be Fortuana, and did a lot of cool things in the last battle. So like got promoted. So like badass fucking bitch. The only female in this category that we are talking about today, unfortunately. But so let's discuss this badass fucking bitch. And if chat you say there are ones across the board, I'm going to call it opposite day and make it 20s.
I love her honor code. I mean, she sticks to her principles, and her principles are, if it works, it works. Let's go with it. And she's constantly adapting based on that ideal.
So what would you give her honor code?
I mean, she is San-Chan.
Well,
You know, I would argue that she does not actually have that high of an honor because she rejects the ideas that she's supposed to be living by in order to, for the greater good or whatever.
So maybe that makes her.
She puts that code aside.
Maybe that makes her commitment lower, but does that make her honor higher? Because honor is independent of commitment.
I like that.
Sure.
So her honor is lower.
No, you just said her honor is higher. Her commitment's lower. Is what you said.
Yes.
Is that what you meant?
Yes, that is.
Yeah,
totally
she's definitely willing to be flexible on her commitment.
Yes.
So 12 for her commitment, and honor.
I'd say 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
she only takes one little side quest, then she comes back.
Then her honor is 19.
I think that's a good number for her. We take away 1 point because she is Shan-Chan. She cannot get a 20 in the entire list. That's the rule.
Give her a 1.
What are we giving a 1 for?
No. So how about her courage?
We don't really see her doing anything like.
She is fighting in Malden. And
yeah, I mean, she's fighting, but like we don't see any sort of like uniquely courageous focus.
She helps an opposite army that's against her own. I think that's pretty courageous.
She goes against. She has the courage to tell Tuon, hey, you're wrong. Here are the heads to prove it.
I mean, by the very definition of what we're ranking these by, the courage one says the mental, physical, and moral strength to do what is right, even when faced with fear, danger, or adversity.
Thank you, Rob. Mel's such a naysayer against the Shan-Chan.
Sorry. Just as a reminder of what we've, guidelines we've put for ourselves.
I'll let her have 1 point.
They're merely guidelines.
Courage at least to 7. Yeah, 17 is good. I like it.
Perfect. I'm not sure she's sacrificing much though. Is she? I don't know. I don't know her backstory really. So
I feel like she's a typical Shan-Chan. So I think she's like a 10.
Nah.
So I do think
The act of giving up something of value for the greater good of the military or
No, I
country.
think that's just her job.
Yeah, she's just doing a job.
It's probably either that or Dr. Vale.
Like a 5.
I think it's
Five.
5, yeah.
Pretty often, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's a challenge.
Fraternity, I would say reasonably high. Sense of unity, kinship, and shared purpose.
17, 18.
Mm,
Not 20, but
16.
16?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's my thought.
I'm happy to give her a 20 in tactical. Personally.
Wait,
Wait, why did you just change on her? No.
I did not change them, thank you very much.
Mel, get the
0
fuck
1,
out.
not just 1, 0 1. We're doing code.
No, I'm just trying to keep the formatting
Oh wait, that's just
because
me.
it's two hash
I know.
numbers
Damn it,
to help lay out.
Wait, hold on. I just undid my own thing. I can't undo your thing. So
You can't.
sacrifice
forever.
was
Redo.
8, and fraternity was 17. Mel, I'm gonna I don't know how I can disallow you to do this.
You can't. You share.
I know I can't. I know
Yeah.
I can't. God damn it. God damn it. This stupid threefold talk chaos.
All right, tactics.
Tactics. I think she's badass at fucking tactics.
Yeah, she's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
20.
So I'd be
19
happy
or
to-
20.
I'm happy to throw like a
Actually, she's not perfect, but she's good. So I would say 19. I wouldn't give her a 20.
all right.
Jamie,
And
Jamie, your thoughts on tactical?
No, yeah, I think she's marvelous. She adapts easily. She moves forward through her objectives, and 19 sounds good to me.
Right. What do you
and
think?
weapon proficiency, I would say she's good. She doesn't strike me as like a blade master type thing, but you know, she can handle herself. So somewhere in the high teens, I think.
Yeah, 15 maybe.
I was gonna say 13.
Okay,
How about 14, right in the middle?
right in the middle, 14.
That's what she said.
Do it. Type it. 14. Quick.
Right
Go.
in the middle.
No, that's
Oh
me.
boy.
All right, done. Next.
I've been waiting for other people to type.
Where am I?
Great. So we
Oh,
got
yeah.
our negative person.
You get zeros on the
This
board.
is one where I have questions about.
All right, bring your question. So, well, first of all, let me give his description. He is a Tyrian, in case you didn't know, and read the fucking books if you haven't. If you haven't, don't come into the show. He is a High Lord. That is literally his military organization. The Tyrians don't have an army.
We need to make this good because we're ending on this one, by the way. So,
and despite being in service of Rand, Oyvind is just a douchebag who exaggerates his opinions about shit, and he's completely untrustworthy because he does exactly the opposite of what he wants to do, or what Rand wants him to do, or anybody else, and takes charge of matters and does random fucking shit and fucks up Rand's life. Turns out he's a fucking dark friend.
Okay.
Yay!
And that's where my point comes into play. Are we looking at this from the
20s across the board.
exactly? Are we looking at this from where if his objectives are dark friendery?
No, it's
objectives.
his actual regardless of his maybe that's where it comes down to his we could put it down to, and there's a aspect we could do this to: honor, courage, or commitment. I think that's where we could judge him on his dark friendiness, but
Right,
also how he reacts to his troops. And
I'm gonna be dark
what
friend's
he-
advocate in this conversation and see what happens.
That's Mel's role.
Oh, in that case, please, Mel.
Just kidding.
I think he was excellent at sowing chaos and discord and disrupting the plans of the light. And therefore, 20s across the board.
Yes.
All right, so Jamie, you do the Dark Friend one. Rob, Amis, and I, Mel, fuck you, will do the light side. So what's his honor? Jamie.
I mean, I still think. Oh, go on.
Jamie.
For me, I would say if
Dark
I'm taking the
Friend
dark
outfit.
friend side of it, he's got to be like an 17. I mean, let the Lord of Chaos reign, and he sowed chaos. Every time Rand wanted him to do something, he found a way to do the opposite and get away with it and stay in his position and do it again and again.
But is that more commitment than honor?
Well, that's his set of principles.
Because
his principles were dark friendery.
Getting back to the definition. Oh, well, yeah, living by a set of principles.
If his principles were to advance the dark friendery of it all, then he did it again and again.
So just because we don't agree with your principles,
it's tough. It's a tough one. You guys chose a tough one.
It's a tough one. This is a tough one.
I don't think there's anything to
do
talk
we
about.
know though? Like, do we have history before like all of this? Because he could have sucked back then too. Before he became a dark friend. We can't say that his dark friendery caused chaos if he was just a shitty lord in the first place.
By the definition we laid down, it says living by a set of principles and acting with integrity. So, and I think integrity is the word, but integrity to principles
is to your principles. And if my principles are to lie, cheat, and steal.
God damn it! You're right. He is.
I mean, I'm fine. He can be his honor to his own principles can be high. That's fine.
It is not from
I just can't say that his tactical acumen is. We know for sure which is which. That's all I'm saying.
I'll put it to you. I'll ask you one more thing about it, and then I'll let you guys judge. Was Robin Hood honorable? Lie, cheat, and steal.
Yes.
Right. But for a good cause.
Well, again, it's the principles of like you're being honest to your principles of your cause. Yes, that is honorable. So, like you can debate the merits of the cause, but if you're and that's why one of these definitions is so we have something like Miramon if we don't like. You can say yes. He is not for. So, I'm going to go back and do a little bit of corrections. Rob, I love you. You're the fucking token Wetlander.
It's not me.
Stop. No, stop.
It's not me. I promise.
I know. You know what? I believe you. It's chat, and also chat. Go fuck yourself. So he is 16 with honor. He kind of waffles. Like he's kind of doing, stop! Stop, Rob. Take your fucking hands off the mic.
I'm not touching it.
Oh, negative. Okay. Courage. He really doesn't have any courage, honestly.
No. I would give him low. Negative 666 is good for courage.
Well, but that's not on our scale. So,
but he is committed.
I don't know. Having the courage to disobey the Dragon Reborn in his face and tank his plans and then do it again?
But the Dark One's got his back, man. Even if he dies, he can come back.
We'll give him a 14 for courage.
I don't think he's courageous.
14 for courage. Because, again, the definition of courage is the mental...
moral strength to do what's right.
The mental, physical, and moral. Like, it doesn't have to... But we've already said that he believes things, so that's his moral belief. To do what's right, even when faced he also does chicken out on shit. So, like, that's why he doesn't get a higher rank. I say he gets 14. So, like, Jamie, do you
I don't care what you give him as long as we can stab him at the end.
Oh, we're gonna stab him at the end.
We're 100% gonna stab him. But yeah, so Jamie 14, like on.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right. So commitment.
But you say your piece first.
Me?
Whoever.
Who?
Well, I think he definitely has commitment. I mean, that's for sure. He's committed to be either a complete dumbass or just a dark friend. So
he's committed to the charge.
Charge. He does like charge.
All right.
Big fan. Lots of courage.
So, sacrifice. I do agree with a low number in sacrifice. So, like,
he did give up the light for the dark. So I mean,
no, but that
I don't think he lost much though.
That was his purpose.
No,
and again, the definition of sacrifice is the act of giving up something of value or greater good for the group. He did it for himself, not for the group.
That's true.
Well, hold on.
And the group of dark friends and Forsaken and the world, because that's what they believe is right.
Well, but the whole thing about dark friends is they don't do it for the other people, they do it for themselves. So dark friends, love me Mel, they're very selfish. They're doing it because it is singularly beneficial.
Not all of them.
Yeah, we don't know his motivations for being a dark friend. Actually, we never
So
get
true.
that.
We don't know. We don't know why he made that choice.
And I will also say he always makes sure that he is in the lap of luxury regardless of where he's at. So he's not like sacrificing anything.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's getting a 20.
That's not his fault. He was born into that.
No, okay. So yeah, I'm sorry. I was born into a lot of fucking privilege when I became an officer, and I gave that up. Like, I didn't get really good food when I was in the Navy. So
in the Navy.
Yeah, but he made sure that he got really good food all the fucking time, and
are we still on courage? What are we on? Sacrifice?
No, we're on sacrifice.
Down.
We're on
5 is
sacrifice.
fine. Let's move on.
I like 5.
Fraternity.
5. Thank you.
Anything in the positive.
Definitely.
Just
he needs
do
to go like
Wyoming and charge
$1
the
million.
rest of these.
Yes, fraternity's like a -1 million.
Nobody likes that dude.
All right, so basically 0.
He's getting fragged.
He was 0. Yeah, he's totally. Thank you. Right. I'm surprised he didn't. Tactical acumen.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. So give him a.
No,
he's 10, because he's either good or bad. We don't know.
We don't know.
He does really bad, and he
but
does
that could
really.
have been his dark friendly. We don't know.
That's on purpose. He's fulfilling his purpose.
No, he's just not good.
That's not necessarily.
That's my thought of it, but we just don't know.
It wasn't a 0.
I gotta get higher than a 3 out of this. I gotta get like at least a 5.
I'm sorry, for tactics, his tactic is to charge. Is that what we're talking about?
At least he knows how to charge.
It doesn't work.
That's why it wasn't a 0.
He's capable of charging.
It
It's
shouldn't
not
be
easy to make a horse.
Also,
people charge
three
at
is
the same
high.
time.
Have you ever, for weapons proficiency, have you ever actually seen him fight?
No, we don't ever see him, I think, fight. He's in the rear with the gear.
So, I mean, like,
We see him verbally spar.
3 is generous. I could.
Okay.
Charge!
Right.
Charge. Done. And also,
Next.
we need to say thank you, Ariel Burgess, for this beautiful piece of art.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So let's. There's more we could do, but maybe we'll get back to them at another time. Let's review what we've managed to achieve so far. So we'll just
Yes,
scroll
let's
through.
review.
So we have Tomanus, who was a healthy 69 across the board, right?
Great job, Tom Onyx.
Great job.
Wait,
Thomas.
that's
Score.
not what I did. That's not what I did.
Uno, scoring a solid Uno across the board.
That is,
Well, then,
no, that is not the numbers what?
Tylee scoring 99 through to 93.
I love it.
That is not
Actually,
what I
that was
changed it to
also
at all.
kind of
I know.
You know what's
That was
great
like-
about videos? You can roll back and see original numbers if you want.
Yes, you can. And then Wyramon, who was just purely charge across the board. Yeah.
Charge.
the only accurate assessment.
Good job.
So I know I was very quiet there for a while. Can you tell why I was very quiet for a while?
Yeah, you were so sneaky,
Yeah.
Wetlander.
I was getting annoyed. I was like, what is he doing? Is he playing like an app? Is he playing a phone game?
No, I was literally
Yeah.
like, I was on the, because I can't do it on the computer because I've got the presentation up.
This is
So I
when
had to
I
open
will
camera on my phone. I'm like
change-
zooming in and out
I
to
will,
like make
in the
adjustments.
future, change who's allowed right before a show to
But
actually.
that wouldn't be any fun, Leigh-A. Don't
Come
take our
on,
fun away.
Leigh-A. Don't be
Yeah.
sad.
I'm still gonna be grumpy about it.
Foldies, was that good for you? Did you like that?
Yeah,
That was the
Oh.
first time we ever did that, and
yeah,
Ruth
Foldies,
Mistress
give
like
us-
put a ton of work into that.
yeah,
She
we
sure
did.
did.
We did.
Yeah,
yes.
and
Actually,
we appreciate it.
Shelly put a ton of work into that.
Yes.
Thank you, Shelly.
So
Great,
Foldies,
actually.
you should rank us on our
Honor,
I was-
courage, commitment,
yeah,
sacrifice, fraternity, tactical acumen, and weapon proficiency.
For weapon proficiency, though, you should be like how much we weaponized winding each other up, I suppose, you know. Rob gets a sneaky 13 because he's very quiet on the phone and then suddenly, bam, changed all your scores.
Tactical acumen 19.
I really love that you can't say that word. It's been entertaining me the entire
Which
time.
one?
Hysterical.
Which word?
Acumen.
Acumen.
Acumen,
No,
yeah.
whatever. I couldn't say ambulance for a long time because I mispronounced it like through my entire teenage years.
No,
got
it's
made fun.
adorable. That's what I'm saying. I love it.
I
so
love it.
Matthew says Mel gets 750 for commitment, and Patrick's like, we won't rank you. We're going to get tier listed instead.
Perfect.
Oh,
Valid. That's valid.
wow.
Valid.
That's
S tier show. S tier show. Good job,
fair.
everybody.
You know-
Show. Excellent. Yes.
You know what else we forgot to mention in Daily Veil? So maybe we should close out with this.
Oh,
A
yeah, what did we
reminder
forget?
of this really cool thing that's happening, which I'm sure most of our Foldies are aware. But Rob, do you have anything you want to share about what's coming up in just a couple weeks?
I mean, I could
3 weeks?
probably. Yeah, I could probably. Yeah. Yeah, what a holiday is coming up. It's like it is 2 weeks and 2 days away.
True.
2 weeks.
Oh
2
my
weeks
god.
and 2 days.
Seriously.
And in those 2 weeks and 2 days, you will be able to start a 24-hour stream, or technically 25 because the community goes half hour pre and post. But you can watch these folks, Dusty Wheel, Three Wheeling Podcast, Taverlan After Dark, North Harbor Podcast, Twatcast, Watchnary, Justin Bodie's Opinion, then Lesbian Nerdy, The Flickerverse Show, Elliot Edits, The Wheel of Words, that's me, Wolf Brother and Silvertooth are doing an hour, Shardy and I are doing the 50 Shades of Shardy, Wheel and Chill are doing an episode, Threefold Brunch, where we're going to blend some shit up for you. Dragon Mount, Rebecca and Beth are bringing back the Wheel of Shenanigans. Thirsty will be joining us for some parodies. Delvin the Chronicles podcast. Memo will be drawing for us. Sulin is bringing the Unhinged Ships. Blacktail podcast. The Soundscape of Time with Jordan. And then Tokaromri Hod, who always start the stream, like for the past 4 years, they've been the first episode, are actually going to finish out the stream this year. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Good list.
It's going to be awesome.
It's a good fucking list.
Yeah.
So we'll get up to some chaos and just have a huge amount of fun. So just please be there for as much as you're able to. Book the time off or whatever. Come hang out. Here's a question yet, folks. Have you purchased your calendar yet?
Yes, I have.
I need to buy mine.
The Snack Water calendar is available for sale or pre-order because they get delivered out in December. We are doing... Hey, I love that phrase. We are doing Priyanka this year.
We are.
Oh my god, she would love that.
She is very excited about this, and you are not ready for some of these photos. Seriously, they are very, very impressive. They will be revealed during WoT Holiday at every £1,000 marker. We reveal one on the calendar. Participants, Brian and I, will be revealed in advance, so you can enjoy that. But yeah, just go to malkiertalks.com/store. It should be the first item in the list there. You can pre-order that. We've changed it around a little bit this year, so there's no like delivery or something. We've just done one round set price, and it doesn't matter where you live in the world, delivery is included in that price. And whatever money is left over from purchasing, it was just easier because like some countries required tax purchasing and stuff like this. And I was like, I just went through and I just streamlined it so it didn't have to happen for anyone. What was I saying there? One person. Sorry, go for it.
You pay and you go.
Yes, you pay the one set price, and it doesn't matter where you are, you will get it delivered out to you before New Year's, except for one lucky person who purchases their calendar before WoT Holiday. We will do a draw for everyone who has purchased a calendar for before WoT Holiday, and at the closing ceremonies for the stream, we will spin the wheel of everyone who's purchased a calendar, and whichever name we pull out, that person will have to wait for their calendar, because I will send their calendar to Priyanka to have her sign it before we get it then sent on to whoever wins. Last year, Andrew actually won it last year. And Taylor signed it. Then he had Rafe sign it. I'm pretty sure
Priyanka signed it.
Priyanka signed it, and
because Andrew loves to send me that picture on occasion and be like, "Hey."
Priyanka signed. Yeah, Priyanka signed Leigh-A's page.
Fucking page.
Yes, Leigh-A's photo. In fact, Leigh-A is our only, aside from Brian and myself, Leigh-A is our only returning model for the calendar. We wanted to get new models this year, so we have 3 returnees because Brian and I will do them.
Well, my cat. Let's face it, it's not me. It's my cat.
Yeah, it works.
It's the cat.
So so come and get your calendar, and then come join us, and hopefully you can be the winner. But if not, it's going to be a great calendar, and all the money left over from printing and posters and packaging will be donated to the Community Entertainment Fund, like we did last year. And
hey, Rob,
the charity. Yes.
Say that again, because I'm in the WoT Holiday on the site. Where is the link?
Malkier. Malkiertalks.com/store.
Oh,
you go to the store. It should be the first item in the store.
Perfect.
There we go. Yeah. So, I mean, it did take a while for Andrew to get. I think it was April before Andrew got the calendar last year. But unfortunately, Taylor was traveling, and he had multiple places I could have sent it to, and we tried to work out where was best, and I think it missed him by a week or something, and so I had to wait till he get back round to where it had been delivered before he could then take it to people and get it signed, because he wanted to get extras. And yeah, it was like April or something before Andrew got it. He's like, I don't care. It's So
Taylor went above and beyond to get cool shit.
It was very sweet. So Priyanka is very, very excited for us to be doing it. I'm excited about the pictures we're using and what people have made. I just got the last one in today because we asked someone to do a reshoot. So and they got that to me this morning, and it was just chef's kiss. So yes, yeah, that's it.
So good.
All right. Fun show. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I've come back after a month off, basically, is what it feels like. Jamie. Yeah, I missed you all too. Jamie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It was a good time, man.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Where can people find you?
Yeah,
here and there and everywhere. You know, I pop up on the chat. I don't really like podcasts or anything like that. I pop in the chats, and you'll see me hopefully again at I think the next one would be Jordan Con. Hopefully I get to go to Jordan Con this year.
Your first Jordan Con, right?
Yeah, I haven't been to Jordan Con all these years. Never been to Jordan Con, so
awesome.
Fun.
Yeah, we're crossing our fingers. He's been to a couple of the Gathering Madness.
And I went to
you went to WoTCon.
I went to WoTCon this year. That was great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Well, I think that is perfect. We can wrap it up there. So thank you for watching, everybody. Please comment below with all your rankings for all of us, be that tier ranking or ranking on courage and commitment and honor and all those other bits and pieces. But until next week, may you always find love, water, and shade. Bye. Where's the outro button?
Yeah.